And next up we got Tim Jacobs. Hey Tim, how's it going? And Tim was interested in how to approach high playing while using less mouthpiece pressure. What practice routines will help with this? I gotta say, Tim. You know what I'm gonna say? The ultimate, most successful, proven practice routine for this is my 16-week upper register course. That's just where it stands right now. There's no other course in history that can come close to it for two reasons. Number one, it's a macroscopic approach to the physical part of playing infused with momentum. So the Claude Gordon, the Stamps, the Caruso, any other routine out there, mystery to mastery, balanced embouchure, tongue-controlled embouchure, just playing the Arbenz book or the Clark book, just the Bill Adam. Nothing comes close to the process that is contained in my 16-week upper register course. Nothing comes close, and nothing has proven itself to be the most successful, bar none, than the course that I run. So hope you knew that I was going to probably have to toot my own horn on that one. Mouthpiece pressure is a result of, well, it's an inherent part of playing the horn, but too much mouthpiece pressure usually is a result of a combination of things. Incorrect breathing, not breathing for compression, not using tongue arch, playing on the wrong equipment, playing on the wrong mouthpiece for you. And then, of course, a lack of lip strength and a lack of embouchure strength. So it could be one of those or it could be all of those will contribute to mouthpiece pressure. And for most people, you have to go through the process of really developing this efficiency and strength in your embouchure, your breathing, and your chops and your tongue before you can start to diminish some of the mouthpiece pressure. Now, all players on the planet have mouthpiece pressure that maxes out to where their range stops. So think about it. I don't care if it's James Morrison or John Faddis. You keep saying, okay, great, you played a triple G, John Faddis, great. Play triple A. Okay, you got that. All right, play triple B flat. At some point, he's not going to be able to play the note. And the reason is he will be exceeding the maximum amount of mouthpiece pressure, which is going to come at a certain degree that will shut off the vibration in his lips. I don't care if that's Maynard Ferguson or James Morrison or Arturo Sandoval. No matter how high they can go, you ask them to go to the next note and then the next note. There's going to be a place where they can't play. And what happens? They've exceeded the mouthpiece pressure and they are stopping the lips from vibrating. That's what's going on. That's why we all have a max high range. So the more chops we have and the more cushion and lip strength we have here, the more we can fight against that pressure and build a cushion. You understand, the less cushion you have here, the less strength, the more this flattens out, the more you start to get closer and closer to squeezing lips against the teeth, you're coming in dangerous contact for your max range. So the more you can fight against the mouthpiece, push out, you still got cushion and wiggle room to play and for your range to increase. So mouthpiece pressure, too much or just the right amount, highly correlates with your efficiency and your breathing for compression and your embouchure and lip strength. So that is something that I think maybe most people haven't really considered. Why do you have a range of where it's at right now? If you can play an F above high C on the horn but can't go higher, why is that? Or if you're struggling at high C and can't go higher, why is that? It's because you're maxing out your mouthpiece pressure and you're stopping the lips from vibrating from too much pressure. That's how everybody is. And I can't imagine anybody would say anything contrary to that, because that's why you cannot go any higher. But even, I use some pretty extreme examples of people that can play high, but still ask them to keep playing higher, and with the same dynamic level, and they will shut down at some point. The reason? They're using the maximum amount of mouthpiece pressure and their lips are not vibrating any longer. That's the whole reason why we all have our own range. So let's see what else did Tim say. What practice routines? Well, I already told you the best one to do. Any routine that's known for building up embouchure strength, flexibility, tone. So if you want to get a piece of the pie, not the whole pie, I consider my course as the whole pie. And the results are spectacular. So if you want a piece of that pie, then you could segregate it out into things like the Charles Colin lip flexibility book, the Colonel Irons book on lip flexibilities, maybe even the Schlossberg. Some of the Claude Gordon stuff, some of the Crusoe stuff within reason, as long as you don't stiffen up your lips from too much of it. So these are some of the different things, even the Bill Adams, some of that stuff. I mean, so you do some of these different things, and you should notice that you're going to reduce the mouthpiece pressure to a certain extent. So that's my take on that one. I'm glad you asked that, Tim, because I got to plug my course. All right, Tim, so I hope that answered pretty much what we were talking about. Playing high, using less mouthpiece pressure, what routines and so forth. So thanks for asking that good question, Tim. I'm Kurt Thompson. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thanks again for watching this video. I hope that you got something out of it. Sometimes I make a video just to make you laugh. A lot of times I make a video to educate you on something and maybe even help solve a problem. So I hope something like that occurred for you in this video. And while you're at it, again, subscribe, click on my website link, and go on to the next video. It's lovely out here. Have a great day. Okay, folks, you'll be seeing a lot of me over the next couple of weeks. Hope to have you on board here at Trumpet Sizzle on my channel at YouTube, and then also over at my site, TrumpetSizzle.com. Kurt Thompson, over and out.